Hello everyone! Welcome back to FlexiCAD channel for all AutoCAD skills tailored for you. Now we're going to create the doors. Before creating a door block, don't forget to set the current layer to 0 and start with the door frame. You can make a different shape if you want. I'll use this intersection and connect it to the beginning. Then I'll draw a vertical line representing the door itself. The length is actually the door length, 850 millimeters. For the door opening, we need an arc, and we'll select the Start, Center, End option. The start point is on top of the line. The center is here, the point where the door rotates, and for the end point, I'll use extension tracking and click anywhere along this axis, because the radius of the arc is already set. But of course, I need to switch the direction of the arc. Look at the command bar and hold Control to switch direction. I'll do exactly that. Wait, and aha, now I can click. Then I'll draw a support line here because it's going to help me in the next step, which is using the mirror command to draw the frame on the other side. Select the objects that make up the frame, press Enter again, and use the midpoint of the horizontal line to draw the mirror line. Okay, I can delete the line if I want. Once I've completed the door, I can convert it to a block like we did for the windows. Let's do it a different way this time. Select the objects first, and then type B and press Enter. Here, I'll type the name, click OK, and select the base point. Okay, it's done. To edit the block, I can select the door and go to Block Editor with the right button. That's another way. This time, we're going to add two flip actions. One will flip the door across the Y-axis, and the other across the X-axis. First, I need the support line here. Then I'll click on Flip and insert one parameter at the midpoint. Then I'll switch to Action, click on Flip, select a parameter, and select all the objects. Now I need a second flip state, but this time I'm going to put it on this midpoint on the frame, which will flip the door around the X-axis. You'll see. I'll go again to Action, click on Flip, select Flip State 2, and then select all the objects. Once I finish, I can delete the line I don't need anymore, close the editor, and save the changes. Now, look how I can click on the flip actions to switch the direction of the door. Now, look how I can click on the flip actions to switch the direction of the door and place it on the door layer. Now let's insert the doors on the floor plan, but first put it beside the plan. Then I can insert a door in each place and switch the direction when necessary. For some of them, you'll have to rotate the block reference, just like we did for the windows. For some of them, you'll have to rotate the block reference, just like we did for the windows. For some of them, you'll have to rotate the block reference, just like we did for the windows. Copy it to a different place. I also need a double door on this floor plan. We can use the same block and then use Explode to return them to their former objects. Notice that the objects are back on layer 0, which is why they changed to white color. Now I'll delete the frame on the right. Then with the mirror command, I'll select all the objects and make a mirror line at this endpoint, and the double door is finished. Then I'll create a block for this, choose double door for the name, and finally specify the base point. Use the rotate command, select, then I can just grab the double door on the floor plan. Now let's move to hatching. Don't forget to set the current layer to hatch. Hatching in a floor plan serves several purposes, which include showing the type of material used for flooring, walls, or other elements. It also helps to differentiate between various components of the plan and makes the plan more readable and visually appealing. For brickwork, a common hatching pattern is a diagonal line pattern like ANSI 31, often with a red or brick red color, but this can vary based on local drafting standards or personal preference. In Zimbabwe, brickwork is often hatched with a red or brownish color. Type Hatch or H and press Enter. Pick a hatch pattern, select a hatch pattern from the Hatch dialog box, example ANSI 31 for a general purpose hatch. Here I choose this one. Then specify the settings. Adjust settings like scale, angle, and boundaries as needed. Set the hatch transparency to 0 and set the scale to 25.
Then, left-click to apply the hatch in the selected area. Then, left-click to apply the hatch in the selected area. Then, left-click to apply the hatch in the selected area. Left-click to apply the hatch in the selected area. Left-click to apply the hatch in the selected area. Left-click to apply the hatch in the selected area.
Then click on the Close Hatch Creation icon to return to the normal workspace. Now it's time to add blocks.